All right, what is up, everybody? It's a beautiful day here in North Texas. The sun came out. It's probably about 60 degrees, but man, it just feels great. Feels like it's spring. Today's the first day of daylight savings as well, and so figured I'd get out here and do some preparation for the garden this year. Behind me, you'll see I've got 3 of the Vego garden beds. I bought these like 3 years ago. They've been sitting in a field in a box, just rain and everything, and I took them out, and man, they just look great. So kudos to Vego for building a great product. This is not sponsored by Vego, by the way. Maybe a future video, let's see. Anyway, they were all wrapped in plastic, and it takes a long time to peel off all the plastic, but that means that they're in great shape when we went to assemble them. They're all very sturdy construction as well. So it's like a galvanized zinc or nickel, something, I don't know. But it's got this really nice kind of coating on there. It's supposed to last a lifetime. They're really sturdy. We put a bunch of wood chips in here. And so we're gonna put soil in over the top of this, but for now we've got wood chips to just bulk fill. And again, shout out to Chip Drop. If you're in pretty much anywhere in Texas, I think they do Chip Drop, which means that they can just deliver truckloads of wood chips to your property for like a $20 service fee. You can even get it for free, but a lot of times I like to tip the driver. So, and it does a service for the drivers because they need to get rid of these wood chips. Otherwise, they're gonna have to pay to dump them. And so if you need them, they'll dump them for your property. All right, so before we continue on with the video, I just want to show you some of the tools you might need if you're gonna do a project like this. Most of these you can either get at Home Depot, Amazon, or Tractor Supply. And so we've got a couple of things here. Obviously a 4-foot level, super handy if you're trying to level your beds. Really came in handy for me. And then we've got a garden fork, or a bedding fork. This is a 10-tine bedding fork. And I'll tell you, this thing for moving wood chips is absolutely great. Way easier than using a shovel or a rake. And then we've got this very large kind of landscaping rake. It's about I think a 3-foot rake, but again, if you're trying to level the ground and move a lot of wood chips, it's really a great tool to have. So, and of course the Gorilla Wagon. But again, I found working with wood chips is difficult, but it's, I think, going to produce a great fertile ground in the future. I've also got a billboard vinyl underneath all of this, and so I'm hoping to prevent some of these Texas weeds. You can kind of see remnants from last year of the weeds back there, but the weeds out here in North Texas are really big and hard to work with. And so I got the billboard vinyl down, the wood chips on top, and I hope that's going to keep it weed free for a long time. But we'll see. We'll see next year if it does stay weed free or not. If it does get weeds, I think it's going to be easier to pull up because they are wood chips, and there's none of that clay soil down there. So anyway, thought you might find that interesting. Now we'll get back to the video and tell you more about these raised beds. And so what I got here is I've got some drip lines set up, and I've got these clay pots that we're going to kind of use because the weather here in North Texas, it gets real hot and real dry for 4, 5, 6 months out of the year. And so by having not only a drip line, which we're going to put taps off of here, but not only the drip line, but the clay pots, it'll help keep the soil damp without having to water all the time and lose all that water. So figured it was a good idea. And so, yeah, so we put all these clay pots in there. I'm going to come in and probably pull a little bit of this wood chip back and put some like nice amended soils in here. And we're going to be doing just garden, kind of regular garden stuff. So peppers, tomatoes, that kind of thing in this bed. We'll have some asparagus and other berries and perennials in some of the other beds. I do have the net kit for these, and I'll end up putting the net kit on just this one actually and see how it goes. We've got some crazy pests here in North Texas. And so I just wanted to see if I could protect all this investment as I try to do some gardening out here. So yeah, let's just walk around real quick and explain how we did the drip line. So this is just that kind of 1/2-inch drip line from Home Depot. And then we've got these little T-fittings in here. I'm gonna bring you in close. So you've got these little T-fittings in here that just allow us to make a nice little drip line. And then these pots will fill with water. The bottom is plugged, and so they'll kind of fill, they'll overflow a little bit. But then they'll just stay full of water so that can seep into the garden bed because they're very porous, these pots. So over the course of a week or so, they should seep a lot of moisture down into the soil. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Again, if you like, make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below. Really helps out the channel, and I'll be keeping you updated as I go ahead and fill these beds and put nice plants in there. So again, thanks again, and I'll see you next time.